Hello friends, the startup culture in India is booming.
The Government of India launched the Startup India initiative.
Indian startups on the rise.
Startups in the country.
The startup ecosystem.
It won't be wrong to say that the startup sector has been the flag bearer of India's growth story.
With just 350 startups in 2014, the number of startups has grown exponentially, growing more than 300 times. From wanting a stable job to becoming entrepreneurs, Indians are undergoing a mindset shift. According to the Guess India report that was conducted in about 1300 universities, 31% of the students aspire to start their own ventures, and about half of the students have enrolled for an entrepreneurship course at least once. What makes it even more interesting is, despite half of them enrolling in at least one course, only 4.8% of the students are currently running a successful revenue generating business, which is far lower than the global average of 11.1%. One of the primary reasons of this is inadequate market knowledge. So today, trying to fill this gap a little bit, let us explore the 20 different types of business models actively implemented by several successful companies that every aspiring entrepreneur must know. But before jumping straight into the type of business models, let's brief you up on the type of startups which will help you understand the models. B2C. Let's take an example of retailer selling on Amazon. He lists his item on the app and you, the customer, buys it, which is then delivered to you. Here, a business, that is retailer, sold his goods to the consumer, you, who is not going to further sell it and instead use it. This is a B2C transaction. Simply stating, a B2C business is where a business sells its products directly to the end consumer, and this consumer doesn't try to further sell it and rather uses it. All the retailers available in the market lie in this category. There is a subcategory called D2C, that is direct to customer, wherein there are no intermediators in the transaction. Example, products sold on a company's website are under this type as the company is directly selling to the end consumer rather than having someone like Amazon in between. B2B. I'm sure every one of you knows Samsung, LG and Apple. But do you know that Apple buys an estimated worth of $2.9 billion worth of OLEDs from Samsung and LG? This is what is a B2B transaction. B2B businesses are those who target customers or other companies. Another common example are wholesalers who sell their goods to retailers who then sell it to the final consumers. Here, wholesalers are B2B businesses. P2P. These types of businesses are kind of intermediaries in a transaction between individuals. They earn off usually through a commission. Example, OLX. OLX works on this peer-to-peer type. Another example is Upwork, which connects clients and freelancers. B2B2C. This is a combination of B2B and B2C. Let us take an example to understand. PayPal. PayPal partners with businesses to integrate its payments gateway. This becomes its B2B aspect. And consumers interact with PayPal when they make purchases on these platforms, using PayPal to complete payments, making this its B2C aspect. You might have noticed that majority of the companies we know operate with more than one of the above discussed types. Like Samsung, which directly sells its goods to the consumer, B2C, and also sells parts to Apple, B2B. Also, there might be more types that other companies operate on, like B2G, that is business to government. But the discussed ones are very common and popular. So, now if you have understood the basic types of startups, let's discuss the 20 common revenue models. So, first, what is a business model? The term business model simply refers to a company's plan for making a profit. Number 1. Freemium model. You might know how Spotify is free for all to use, but also has a paid premium feature. This is a freemium model wherein companies provide limited services to all for free and have a premium or upgraded version for only the paid ones. Many other companies like Google Drive, Canva, Zoom work on this model, which has boomed since the technology revolution. This can be implemented in 3 ways: as a free until particular amount of users like Zoom or particular numbers like Google Drive, or a complete different free and premium versions like Canva and Spotify, or free limited trials for certain days like Amazon Prime. This model provides companies easy marketing opportunities as the free model easily attracts customers and the genuine ones will then buy the premium ones. But the companies must make sure that the premium models add enough value to the consumers or else conversion will become very difficult. Number 2. Subscription model. The main source of income for OTT platforms like Netflix is a monthly recurring charge. This is the subscription model. In this model, a company periodically charges users to keep using its services. This can be said as the next step to the freemium model, as once a user converts to premium, he is charged monthly or annually for keeping this premium model. Several companies like Spotify, ZEE5, Snapchat, etc. use this revenue stream along with others as this enhances a predictable cash flow and a easier customer retention, as once a customer goes for buying subscription, he is more likely to keep buying it. But The company must make sure that they must add enough value to the users on a consistent basis. Number 3. Marketplace model. Freelancers list their expertise on platforms like Fiverr and Upwork, and clients then contact them based on their requirements. Movie shows are listed on the Book My Show app and people can book accordingly. These companies like Fiverr, Upwork, and Book My Show work on the marketplace model wherein they are just a connecting wire between two parties, earning through commissions, listing charges, and endorsements. Amazon too works on this model as it is the biggest marketplace for almost all the products one wants. This model is easier to begin as there are no new products or services to be made. But the one big difficulty arises when the company is just a marketplace without adding any value to either ends, as there stays a risk of meeting of the clients and users to cut off the commission you are getting. For example, an American company, Design.inc, faced this as no one wanted to pay extra, and now it's shut down. Number 4. Aggregator model. All the autos and taxis on the Ola app are said to be Ola Auto or Ola Taxi. All the hotels on the Oyo app have Oyo associated to the names. This is the aggregator model, wherein small businesses like autos and hotels avail a brand name like Ola and Oyo, which gives them more business and trust. These brands just act like marketplaces, but they do have a difference from the prior model, as every available thing on this marketplace comes under its brand, while every item on Amazon is not said to be of Amazon. So this also brings some difficulty, as the brand has to maintain its reputation, which lies in the hands of businesses they are interacting with, as a fault in one can question the whole brand's image. Number 5. Pay-as-you-go model. You might know about a post-paid SIM card where you pay as much as you use it. This is the pay-as-you-go model, where consumers pay only for the exact amount of services they are availing from you. All the SIM card companies use this model. Others include businesses like Audible, where you can buy a single book, MailChimp, Airbnb, etc. This is a great strategy when businesses cannot divide into discrete plans, and also this gives the users a sense of flexibility and control. Number 6. Fee-for-service model. This is a straightforward model where businesses charge directly for all the services they provide. Like in a hospital, you pay for consulting a doctor, then buying medicines, then surgery all separately. This is example of FFS model. You might think that this is same as the prior one, as you are paying for how much services you are availing. Let's understand the difference. Let's think there is a service being provided. In the first model, you can use half of this service and pay for only the half one. But in the later one, you either take the whole service or drop it off completely. There's no intermediate. Some other examples include freelancers who provide different services for the clients to choose from and pay accordingly. Companies like Swiggy and Zomato also use it, as they provide food delivery service. Also, the prepaid SIM cards have fixed plans and hence use this model. Number 7. Lock-in model. Have you ever observed once someone switches to Apple, they slowly convert their whole ecosystem to Apple's, be it AirPods or watch, because of the efficient integrated ecosystem benefit and seamless experience they receive? This is the lock-in model strategy, where the company provides a complete set of services that it becomes difficult for the users to switch to other brands, bringing the company a loyal customer base and low-cost customer retention. Other examples include Microsoft's Office Suite, which have Word, PowerPoint, Excel, and many others, or Google's applications ranging from Maps and Drive to translate sheets, docs, and whatnot. Number 8. API licensing model. An application programming interface is a tool that allows third-party applications to communicate with one's application. You might have seen the usage of Google Maps on Uber or Rapido app. This is possible due to API, and they pay FT amounts to Google for using it. When a program wants a specific service from another program, they send a request to this program's API, which brings the data from the service and delivers to the program. Number 9. Open source model. Open source refers to a software which allows anyone to view, modify, and distribute its code. Android, which is operating on your mobiles right now, is an open source, and companies like Xiaomi modify it for their devices. Xiaomi made a MIUI by using it. The difference between API and open source is that in the later one you get the complete code, while in the prior you can just make a request to use some particular service. In this model, monetization can be a little difficult for small players. Another example is WordPress org for making free websites, which earns through marketplace fees of plugins and themes it provides. Number 10. Data as business model. You might have seen how you get ads based on your recent actions on your mobile phone. This is because your data is being used for earning. Companies like Facebook and YouTube use your activity data to show you relatable ads. This keeps them free for users and also brings more advertisers who then pay them per click and generate more revenue for the company. Number 11. Razor blade business model. If you are a man, then you might have sometime bought the Gillette razor. But do you know that the razor is sold in a loss and it's the blades that is profitable to the company? This is the razor blade strategy introduced by Gillette himself in the 90s, where the main product is usually sold at a loss and side products become the hero, as it generates recurring income to the company. Another example is the Nestle coffee machine, which have a contract to use only Nestle cups with it. Another is Sony, which sells the PlayStation at a loss to earn from the video game sale. Number 12. Reverse razor blade model. In this model, the company sells the main product at a huge profit and then side products at a cheaper price. This gives a feel to the customer as getting a whole bundle of products at a price of one. Like Apple uses this as the margins for the mobile phone surge as high as 100%, but it allows users access to affordable complementary services like Apple Music and App Store. Number 13. Franchisee model. This is a very commonly known model where an established brand, that is franchisor, allows an independent business owner, franchisee, to use its branding, business model and other intellectual property. This allows the brand to grow rapidly with low investments as the franchisee does the investment. They charge a fixed cost as well as royalties from these franchisees and hence earn from it. Even the franchisee gets a brand name with a low risk of failure. Companies like Domino's, McDonald's, Subway and other quick service restaurants use this model. Number 14. Ad-based model. Simply, this brand show ads on the platform and earn on every click they receive on these ads. This has grown a lot since the technology revolution, as almost every online venture uses this. Companies like YouTube use this model to keep their platform free as well as enable earning to others. The data model and the ad model are highly interconnected, but the data model is a broader term. Number 15. Octopus model. You might know that Oyo has now expanded to have Oyo Rooms, Oyo Townhouse, Oyo Homes, Oyo Life, and several other entities working independently under the common brand name of Oyo. This is the octopus model used by brands when they are ready to expand. In this model, businesses have multiple units working independently simultaneously, being interconnected to the main brand. Even Amazon uses this with its Prime ecosystem, Audible, Kindle, and web service. Companies do this as the main grown brand has already received the trust and business in the market, and having related companies bring them great opportunities, and also diversifying into related but different business streams give these companies risk diversification and revenue stream expansion. Number 16. Brokerage model. This is a commonly known model wherein a company provides some sort of service and charges commission on it. All the stock market brokers like Zerodha and Groww lie in this category. These businesses take a percentage fee on the service they are providing, like Swiggy and Zomato charging a commission from the restaurants they are serving. Another is Razorpay that charges on every transaction done through its platform. Number 17. Reseller model. This is such a big model in India that every wholesaler does it, every retailer does it, even big companies do it. Simply stating, it is buying from the manufacturer or wholesaler, adding a commission to the actual price, and selling it down to someone else who might be the final customer or some other reseller. Number 18. Dropshipping model. Let's say there is a person A who has seen some product from some manufacturer and think that this might see huge amounts of sales. So what A does is list this product on its own or some other marketplace with an added commission on the actual cost. When there is an order, A buys it from the manufacturer and directly fulfills the order, earning a commission. This is the definition of dropshipping, which has gained a lot of popularity nowadays. Since this is easier to start with, less capital requirement and flexibility, many people have tried it. You might think how it is different from reseller model. In the reseller model, one usually has an inventory, while in dropshipping, one has no inventory. Number 19. Affiliate model. This again is a very popular model where companies have a program for people where they allow them to promote their products and give them a fixed cost or commission on every sale. Many companies use this model like Amazon, Shopify, SEMrush, etc. Companies do this as this brings them increased revenue with reduced marketing costs as the affiliate does the marketing for them. Though, the company have to be intelligent in selection of affiliates or else it can increase chances of frauds. And thus, entering into these programs not easy. Number 20. Virtual goods model. You might have seen on gaming apps like Candy Crush, PUBG and others that they sell game skins, fictional currency and many other virtual things in exchange of real money. This is what is termed as virtual goods model. Basically, they are the in-app purchases. These companies do this as an extra revenue other than ads and also some substitute it in the place of ads. So, these were the 20 revenue generating models used by almost all the companies. Though, you might have observed that a single company doesn't stop at one and usually adopt more than one of the mentioned models. I hope you have liked this video, and if you have watched till so far, then do not forget to like this video and subscribe to our brand new channel for more such videos. Thank you.